श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। वागीशाद्याः सुमनसः सर्वार्थानाम् उपक्रमे यन्नत्वा कृतकृत्यास्य भूतं नमामि गजाननं। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुस्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासनाविरमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं मम अन्तर्यामिनम्। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददानास्ते नैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरमतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषम्। गोष्पदीकृतवारीशम् अशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामालारत्नं वन्दे अनिलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकीशोकनाशनं। कापीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम् उल्लङ्घ्य सिन्धोः सलिलं सलीलं यशोकवन्यं जनकात्मजायाः आदाय तेनैव ददाह लङ्कां नमामि तं प्राञ्जलिराञ्जनेयम्। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजातधर्मूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं। बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसा दासीत साक्षात् रामायणात्मना तदुपगतसमाससन्धियोगं सममधुरोपनार्तवाक्यबद्धं। रघुवरचरितं मुनिप्रणीतं दशशिरसश्च वदं निशामयद्वं मानिषादप्रतिष्ठां त्वमगमः शाश्वती समाः। यत्क्रौञ्च मिथुनादेकमवधी काममोहितम्। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सरद्रुमतले ऐमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितम्। अग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वं मुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलं। वामे भूमिसुता परश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रासुतः। शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वतलयोः वायुवादुकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च विराट् तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। गुरुवर्ते त्यक्तराज्यो व्यचरदनुवनं पद्मपद्भ्यां प्रियायाः पाणिस्पर्शाक्षमाभ्यां रिजितपदरुजो यो हरीन्द्रानुजाभ्यां। वैरूप्या शूर्पणख्याः प्रियविरहरुषोरोपितभ्रूविजृम्भस्त्रस्ताब्धिर्बद्धसेतुः कलदवदघ्नः कोसलेन्द्रोऽवतान्नः। जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम। आञ्जनेयस्वामी की जय। अहो गीतस्य माधुर्यं श्लोकानां च विशेषतः चिरनिर्वृत्तमप्येतत् प्रत्यक्षम् इव दर्शितम्। Lava and Kusha presented their Ramayana first in the assembly of sages, rishis, sadhus, mahatmas. Although great fame will come to them and they go out and sing it in the kingdom, and more number of people will listen to it at that time. But this is the heart of the Guru. The Guru is not interested in fame for himself or his disciples. He is interested instead in the highest well-being for them. If they went and sang straight away in the public, they will get fame. But when they sing to the rishis, they will get blessings. They will get the approval of the Mahatmas. They will get the appreciation of the sadhus. That is much, much more important than public praise or public approbation. Now, there is a very poor man who struggles to even maintain his daily living. And he goes to a music concert. Somebody is singing. Listening to it, he's so entranced. He says, I could give you, $1,000 for this. I could give you $10,000 for the way you sang. Is there any meaning in that words? It is nice. It is heartfelt. It is coming from his heart. But he doesn't have $10 in his account. What is he going to talk about $10,000? Oh, I could give you $10,000. You can't really give. On the other hand, if a big shot, a millionaire would come and say, oh, I could give you 10,000. He can put those words to action. The common people will appreciate it, no doubt about it. But the Mahatmas who have got the wealth of tapasya with them, when they say, very good, this is beautiful, that tapashakti is what they will grant as a gift to the singer in this instance. What does Valmiki want? Valmiki doesn't care for name and fame. That is why he is sitting in the forest. He has written such a big kavyam. He doesn't care. In fact, he is going to keep quiet. When Lavan Kusha are later on going to go and do an Arangetram in Ayodhya, they are going to go to the city in Ayodhya. Later on, Rama is going to invite them to the Ashwamedha Yajnashala in Naimisharanya, and there also they are going to sing it. Apalam, Valmiki sends them with one instruction. You sing this. If anybody asks, then you say this is the composition of our Guru Valmiki. He says very clearly. He says, be very sure and clear to say this is the composition of our Guru. It is all Guru's grace. Why does Valmiki want name and fame? No, to protect the children. To protect the children. Otherwise, when everybody is praising them, it is quite possible for anybody, when we have done a good job and we are praised for it, we will immediately, without knowing, even though we don't want to, we will, a little joy will come into the heart. Joy will come. The day when somebody praises you and joy does not arise in the heart is the day you have conquered praise. Polla veshi vasham pukkar. Abdinu Bhagavan Chalita. Pugachi enum polla veshi. Ramana Bhagavan says, even though you may have conquered all the worlds, learnt all the Shastras, have everything in the palm of your hands, it is amma arid. It is rare indeed to find those people who are not slaves of that wicked woman called fame. So anybody will easily fall into the trap. It is not that you will go and say, oh, I did. Boasting is very cheap. We are not talking about boasting. It is very cheap. But we are talking about a subtler way. What is it? You feel happy when somebody praise, even children, When you say, oh, you sang so well. Oh, you've drawn so well. Oh, you've done this so well. Something is being stroked inside. The ahankara, the way ahankara grows. If it is of no consequence, whatever, right? Okay. Then it's a different story altogether. It's a different story altogether if it is not such a big deal for you. Whether it is our work, whether it is our any specific talent that we may have, whether it is you've cooked something and everybody praises you, immediately you may not. You are mature enough to not immediately show it on your face. Perhaps if you are immature, is it nice? All 32 teeth will be shown, and they're very very cheap. That means you have that much control only over your emotions. Generally, children are like that because they are still growing. They will not have that maturity. Childish adults are also there. They cannot control. Hey, you liked it? Ayyo, alpame. Alas. How cheap. Then there are those who say, I can't, show it on me. But inside they'll be, he appreciated me. It is not easy. It is sometimes, if you hide away incognito, no, you'll never know whether you've conquered this or not. You've got to go out. You've got to perform. You've got to get appreciation. Only then you can assess for yourself whether the inside was as calm before and after. Otherwise, as soon as that praise comes, somewhere will come. Something, okay, whatever. There are two ways in which it happens. One, if you're so good at it, that again and again and again and again you won praise, after some time that praise itself becomes something which is, whatever. But that is not the ideal situation. That comes out of scorn. That doesn't come out of humility, that doesn't come out of indifference, it comes out of scornfulness. I'm so great, this is nothing for me. Not that. That is another form of ego. But how to get rid of this ego? There is only one way in which you can get rid of this ego, and you must use it as a mantra. And Ellam Bhagavan's Kripa. Ellam Guru's Kripa. Ellam Bhagavan's Kripa. It's all the grace of the Lord. It is all the Guru's grace. It is God's grace. It has nothing to do with me. When you recollect it and you say it, then and there, the truth will be felt by you, truth will be revealed to you, because you would yourself know, before Bhagavan showered this grace upon me, I also know what I was. It is clearly His grace that is making it happen, so why should I take credit? You will be able to understand. Adanala, to save them, Valmiki says, you go and tell them it is Valmiki's composition, your Guru's composition. He has another reason also for it. Second reason is that he wants Rama to invite him. He wants Sri Rama to invite him. After listening to this, Rama will listen to it and Rama will say, who? How did you sing this so beautifully? All our Guru's grace. Who is your Guru? Valmiki. I want to see him. Valmiki is waiting for that, because that is when he can take Sita with him and go. Our intention is not for himself, it is to unite Sita with Rama once again. That is his intention. Like that, when he has taught them this, he did not want them to go and earn name and fame. On the other hand, he wanted them to earn grace from Maharishis and Mahatmas. That is why he organized for this kind of a presentation, debut performance first. And when they sang in that, it was so beautiful. Param Vismayam Agataha. All the rishis were very surprised, not surprised at Valmiki's composition, not surprised that these two young boys were able to sing so beautifully, surprised at their own reaction. We are so moved. They were surprised. And they praised the children. Aho Geetasya Madhuryam. What beauty, what sweetness to this music. Shlokanam cha visheshataha. And what great beauty to the shlokas, to the words, to the meaning, to the several layers of meanings that emerge from it. Chiranirvrittamapyetat. Even though these events have happened a long time ago, pratyaksham ivadarshitam. It is shown as though they are happening right in front of our eyes. There is no need for a movie, there is no need for a drama, which is a visual treat. The way they are singing itself is such a way, the way they are narrating it is in such a way that the entire Ramayana is running in front of their eyes like a show. If you watch a TV show, if you watch Ramayana, Arun Govill's face only will become Rama for you. Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana, Arun Govil or actor. Rama, his face will come to mind. Luckily, they did not change the actor. In some other mythological serials, Padila, halfway through, they'll change the main actor, Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya or a serial. Om Namah Shivaya or a serial came in those days. Everybody was watching the main fellow, Shiva or actor. Suddenly, that fellow signed up with some other contract, so he quit and went away. So, what to do? They put somebody else as Shiva. And the fellow was somebody else. He was acting as somebody else in the same serial, he was acting as Kamadeva or somebody. Suddenly, he gets promoted to Shiva. From Kama to Shiva. Yaar Shivan, who shall I meditate upon as Shiva? If you start thinking, kashtam only. So instead of relying upon all these external aids, when you listen, on the other hand, what happens in your own Hridayam will project a Rama to you. Your Hridayam will project a Sita to you. And the Rama Sita is the best darshan that you can have of those gods. அதனால இவ சொல்றது எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, the way they are saying it is in such a way that chiranirvrittam apyetat, even though this had all happened a long time ago, pratyaksham iva darshitam அப்படின்னு they were so happy that prita kaschin munistabhyam samstita kalasham dadau. They had not expected it to be so good. I told you they were all out of courtesy, they all came. Valmiki Bhagavan has called, we have to go அப்படின்னு வந்தா. If they had, if specifically presentation by two young lads, Lava and Kusha, aged whatever 7, அப்படி ஏதாவது போட்டிருந்தா அது தகுந்த மாதிரி they would have brought some gifts or something, toys, geese ஏதாவது கொண்டு வந்திருப்பா. They did not anticipate all of that. They just came, sauntered in, walked in, and பார்த்தா these fellows sang so beautifully. Now they did not know what to do. Something is forcing them. We've got to give them something. We've got to present something to them. அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா என்ன இருக்கு? What is there to present with sannyasis? They're looking around. We didn't even bring anything. அது தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா அட்லீஸ்ட் would have brought a fruit. ஏதோ போகிற வழியில் ஒரு some tree will be there, will pluck a fruit and bring it. அது கூட இல்லையே. What to do அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா எல்லாம் பார்த்தா Preetaha, they were so pleased it seems. Kaschin munistabhyam, some of those sages were seated there. To both of these boys, what did they give now? Kalasham dadau. He had a kamandalu with him. ஒரு பாட்டு அது சும்மா தூக்கி வந்திருக்க தண்ணி சாப்பிட்றதுக்காக குஜா. Long performance, we'll drink water in between. He has got his water pot. Didn't know what to do. I have to give them something. Kalasham dadau. He gave the kalasha to them. Prasanno valkalu kaschit dadau tabhyam mahayashaha. Another one, great sage அவர், renowned sage அவர், பேரு தெரியாது, மகாயஷாஹா அப்படின்னா, very famous sage, very of great fame, great renown. What did he give? Valkalam அப்படின்னா, he gave those the rishis garments இருக்குமே, அந்த garments that he had ஒரு பேர் இருந்திருக்கு போட்டிருக்கப்பட்ட ஏதோ பையில, that he gave that to the boys. Anyaha krishnajinamadad. Another one, what did he give அப்படின்னா, கிருஷ்ணாஜினம்னா the black deer skin, கிருஷ்ணன் ரகத்தினுடைய skin, they used to sit down upon it to meditate, or they'll have it around their waist. அதை எடுத்து கொடுத்துட்டா, here you take this gift. Yajnasutram tataparaha. Another one gave the Yajnasutra, the holy sacred thread, hopefully not his. பையன் ஏதோ வச்சுருக்கார், எடுத்துக்கு தா பூனல் வச்சுக்கோப்பா, பூனல் வச்சுக்கோ, என்ன கொடுக்குறதுன்னு தெரியல. They do not know what to give, what they feel the need to give something. அதனால one is giving the water pot, one is giving the garment, outer garment, one is giving the Yajnasutram, one is giving the deer skin. Kaschit kamandalu pradat. One is giving kamandalu. ஒன்று கலசம் வாட்டர் பாட் வேற, அது பாட் மாதிரி இருக்கும். கமண்டலு வந்து இப்படி ஹேண்டல்லாம் வச்சு ஸ்பவுட்லாம் வச்சிருக்கும், கொஞ்சம் ஃபேன்சியாக இருக்கும். கஷ்டித் கமண்டலு பிராதாத் மௌஞ்சி மன்யோ மகாமுனிஹி. மௌஞ்சி பிரம்மச்சாரி பசங்கள்லாம் கண்டிப்பா இடுப்பில் முஞ்சா கிராஸ், வித் தட் they'll make, they have a belt and they tie it around. இதெல்லாம் has lot of reasons, sacred purposes. Today we don't do all of that, and then we say we are struggling in our spiritual progress, etc. அதெல்லாம் safeguard பண்றதுக்கு சில things were there in those days. Our rishis had discovered the sacred properties of various herbs and plants and so on, and utilized them in such a way that they would be conducive to our spiritual growth and development. We don't do any of those things, then we say I am not progressing. Maunji manyo mahamunihi. ஒரு மகாமுனி gave maunji grass to them. முஞ்சா கிராஸருடைய அந்த மௌஞ்சா கிராஸ்ல பண்ண அந்த girdle, belt. பிரிசீமன்யஸ்ததா பிரதாத் கௌபீனம் அபரோ முனீன். ஒருத்தர் கௌபீனத்தை எடுத்து கொடுத்துட்டான். One gave the belt, other gave கௌபீனம். ஒருத்தர் குஷா கிராஸ் கொடுத்தாராம். பிரிசீமன்யஸ்ததா பிரதாத் கௌபீனம் அபரோ முனே. The made out of kusha grass, there was a mat, briseem, அதை கொடுத்தாராம். He gave that. அது பரவாயில்ல, லவ குஷாக்கு குஷா மேட். Another one did not know what to, he had nothing பாவம், ஒன்றும் இல்லை அவர்கிட்ட. கௌபீனம் மாத்திரம் தான் இருந்தது அவர்கிட்ட. கௌபீனம்னா ஒரு small strip of cloth he had, he tore it into two and made 2 loin cloths out of it and gave it to the boys. இந்தாங்க loin cloth உங்களுக்கு. கௌபீனம் அபரோ முனிஹி Tabhyam dadau tada Krishnaha kutaram aparo munihi. Another muni was there. What was he doing? Parashuram Anna bol recover. He had a kutaram in his hand, he had an axe in his hand, or a hatchet he had in his hand. Adana, that is all the thing that he had. He had gone to cut some wood or something for his ashrama, for the fire. Now everybody was going somewhere. Where are you going? Have you forgotten? Valmiki Muni. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Phone did not even give me a reminder. I came out to cut wood. Paravala Vango. Come straight away. You can come back later. What to do with the axe? He brought the axe also. If a partner he gave the axe to them. No, keep the axe. Tabhyam dadau tada Krishtaha. He became so happy that automatically the hand reached, went around, saw that, gave it to him. Kashayamaparo vastram chiramanyo dadau munihi jatabandamanyastu kashtarajjumudanvitaha yajna bandamrishim kaschit kashtabharam tatabaraha audumbarim brisinmanyaha swasti kechid avadan aparaha kashaya vastram. One gave a saffron cloth. Our bond took saffron cloth. He had a saffron cloth extra. He gave that extra. Whatever he had, he gave in their hands. He had a kashaya vastram. He gave that. Another one, what did he give? Hair band. Jatabandhanam anyastuna. Jatabandhanam hair band. Rishigallam potu jata vachundu nikkunume. It has to stay in place. Otherwise it will fall off. Adukku oru bandhanam irukum. Or a little thread or something, they would have had hairband. And the hairband keep this hairband with you. Jatabandhanam. Kashta Rajju Mudanvita. He had a stick. Here, take the stick. Kashta Rajju. No, the Katna Kaira. And the Kaira Rambam. One gave the thread to tie the hair, the other one gave the thread to tie the wood sticks together. Kashta Rajju. Yajna bandam rishikaschit. Another one gave them a sacrificial yajna to use bandam, a pot that is used for the yajna that he gave, that he had with him, he gave that. Another one had only sticks, he gave the sticks to him. Kashtabaram tatavaraka abdina. Another one gave a seat made up of wooden plank seat. Audumbara woodlendu panna seat adarthu kudutara. He gave that. Another one had nothing. He had absolutely nothing, not even a stitch of clothing on him. Digambara. Appear but Avaduta he was. And he's seeing everybody giving something. He has nothing to give now. Swasti abdina. Swasti kechit avadan. Anartham abdina. Swasti kechit ada avadan. Ayusham abhare prahur muda tatra maharshayaha. Daduschaivam varan sarve munaya satyavadinaha. And potraringa. What to give abdina? May you live long. Abdina ashirvadam murtara. Karshigila potra the ashirvadata. Because everything is given. Not that the other rishis do not want to give ashirvadam. They also give. Whatever they had, they give. The giving a stick is not giving a stick. The stick is ashirvada only. The hairband is ashirvadam. Maharishi, Mahamuni, when he gives, doesn't matter what he gives, it is accepted as a Mahaprasadam only. After all, hairband and if Swami gave you, so if you gave you a golden ring, I will keep it. If you only gave me a rubber band, I will throw it in Sholwada. We will keep it till Bhagavan Kurtar. Like that, these Maharishis, Mahamunis, whatever it is that they are giving has to be treasured, because it is not the object that has got any value, it is the giving that has got the value. When they are giving with their hearts full, the blessings that go, that is what has to be received. So all of them are giving, but here is this great Maharishis who have got absolutely nothing to their name. What do they give now? Swasti. May you live long. Ayushman bhava. Yashasvi bhava. Bhaktiman bhava. Jnanavan bhava. Abdina ma prasadam kurta abdina. May you become filled with wisdom. May you be filled with bhakti. May you be filled with, have a long life with which you are able to attain the Lord. Abdina ashirvadam kurta. That is the greatest blessing that could be given. All this they are giving, it seems. Sarve munayaha. Who are these people? Satyavadinaha. Specifica chodra satyavadinaha. Those who only speak the truth. What does it mean? When they say those words, it will come to pass. Because they are Satyavratas, they are. This is the greatest gift. This is what Valmiki wanted for the two children. He's sitting there and watching everything. All the praises are going to the children. Valmiki is the one who composed it. He doesn't care about praise and all. Do the children care about praise? The children are children. They may get encouraged. Anna, it is not the praise that he is interested in. Valmiki is filled with great joy because all these Maharishis are giving blessings to these children, two disciples of his. Adil avaru Paramanandam, Paramatripti. Aha. Very happy he becomes. In this manner, they all gave the boons. Varan, Daduhu, they gave several boons to these children. Ascharyamitamakhyanam munina samprakirtitam param kavinam adharam samaptam chayatakramam. Aparam, they naturally praised the Muni, the Rishi who has composed all of this also. Ascharyamitamakhyanam. This text is indeed wonderful. This great poem has been composed so beautifully. Munina Samprakirtitam. It has been beautifully brought out by the Muni Valmiki, and it will certainly become the foundation for all poetry. That was the blessing that was given to it also in the Madhurya. Now that these boys have received all these blessings and have been fortified with all of that, now Valmiki says you can go into Ayodhya Nagaram. Go into the city. Go and sing there. So the boys went and started singing in the streets. Tomorrow they started singing. They didn't wait for big gathering to come together. They sang so beautiful. Baskas salam paduvalya. When you go into town or something, Baskas will be singing. They're not waiting for an audience. No? They'll, instead of singing, they'll create an audience. If they are good, an audience will come. If they are no good, you get these children, when they sang, crowds started to accumulate everywhere, form everywhere. All the Rajamargeshu, in all the main streets, Ratyasu Rajamargeshu, Sarvatra Gayako, Sarvagitishu, Kovidau, Kadachit, they started to sing. When they were singing in this manner, about traffic was getting stopped. Everywhere, suddenly, free flow of traffic which used to be there in Ayodhya was stopped. Everywhere, the crowds are gathering. What is going on? The news reached the palace. When the news reached the palace, Shatrughna was generally in charge of all of these internal security affairs. In charge. First he was notified something is happening. He came to find out what was happening. He saw some music performance. Oh, music performance. That's fine. He could hear the songs, the words reached his ears. Somebody singing our brother's story. He stayed there for a few seconds. When he stayed there, he became so entranced that he stayed there for much longer than that. Bhati became so excited, he came running back and told Bharata, now you must come and listen, there's something beautiful going on. Bharata came and listened. This is so beautiful. They are missing. Lakshmana, Rama was looking around, Rama had duties given to all these people. You have to do this, you have to do. One day suddenly Rama was looking around, where is Bharata? Bharata is missing, gone for away. Where is Shatrughna? Shatrughna also not available. Lakshmana, go and find out what is happening. Lakshmana came, searching for them, made inquiries. He found out they were in the street corner listening. What are they doing in the street corner? When Lakshmana came there, he also stood there and started listening. He also did not. Rama is wondering, what is happening? One by one, all these fellows are gone. None of them are coming back. Kadachit Bharatagrajaha Dadarsha. Dadarsha Bharatagrajaha. Rama himself came out to look for them and found these two boys. Hey, who are these two boys? What are they singing? They're singing so beautifully. Immediately Rama invited them to the palace and he said, you must come. Come there and sing so that all of us can listen. Ladies are all there. Sita all the other ladies are there. All the other ladies are there. Kausalya, Kaikeyi, etc. They can't go and listen to the street corner. So they were invited, these boys were invited back to the palace to perform. Swavesh machani yatada bharadaro sakushilavau pujayamasa pujarho. Pujayamasa pujarho. Rama Shatru Nibarghanaha, Rama invited them and Pujayamasa, extended respectful hospitality to them. Pujarho. They were deserving of such honor. Because they were deserving of such honor, Rama gave them the honor due and then made them perform. Asinaha kanchane divye sachasimhasane prabhu. Rama sat on a beautiful golden throne. surrounded by his ministers, surrounded by his brothers and others. And the performance started. Wow, and they sang so beautifully. Rama was so moved by it. It seems Anganga Path Chodara Bharatana. Listen, how nice it is. Lakshmana, Ketiya, see how nice it is. Shatrugna, did you hear? Abdina Chanara. Every Rimna. Drishtva Rupa Sampalnau, Tavubau Netastatha, Uvacha Lakshmanam Rama, Shatrugnam Bharatam Tada. Rama Uvacha Lakshmanam Shatrugnam Bharatam Tada. Rama said to Lakshmana, Rama said to Bharata, Rama said to Shatrughna, in Lakshmana in this manner. What? Shruyatam. Listen. Shruyatam. Okay. Listen. Shruyatam idamakyanam anayor devavarchasoho vichitrartapadam samyak gayakau tavachodayat. Devavarchasoho, they are boys who are possessed with divine luster upon their face. Vichitrartha Padama, they are singing with such beauty in their words, in their language, in the song. Idam Akyanam Samyak Shruyatam, Nanna Galungo, listen to it carefully. Listen to it completely. Listen to it with attention. Abdin, he is telling Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Kelungo. Avanu Barha Padralam, Tantri Layavate, Abdin. Atyarthama, Arahana, beautiful way in which they were singing, they had tantri, they had stringed instruments with them. So keep tuning to that. Thampura madri your instrument, with the Shruti being maintained with that, adliye layamum irukum. One of the beautiful things about stringed instruments like veena, etc., is that veena and the sitar la irukum illaya. Adile you do not need a separate percussion instrument because the layam comes in that same itself. The beat or that rhythm can be brought out into the tantri, into the stringed instruments. That was enough for them. They were singing in that. Barhardam. Kladayat sarvagatrani manamsi hridayani cha shrotra shraya sukam gyayam tadbhavo janasamsadi. Shrotra shraya sukham brought great joy to the ears. The poem, the song that they were singing brought great joy to the ears. Not only to their sarvagatrani, to all parts of the body it brought joy. Manamsi, to the mind it brought joy. Hridaya nicha, to the Hridayam also it brought ahladam. So much of joy came to all the people who were listening to these boys sing in a combination of several factors here. One, it is Rama Katha. Second, it was composed by Valmiki. Third, it was sung by Lava and Kusha. Fourth, it was sung in the presence of Sri Rama himself. Now imagine how sweet and how wonderful that presentation, that recitation would have been. Ibriya, when they were singing, Rama said, it seems, Path Chodra Rama, Imau Munipartiva Lakshananvitau Kushilavau Chaiva Mahatapasvinau Mama Pitad Bhutikaram Pravakshate Mahanubhavam Charitam Nibodhata. Imau Muni Parthiva Lakshananvitau. These boys, Imau, these two boys, they look both like ascetics as well as they have got within them all signs of royalty in them. Rama is discerning all the royal signs. When Rama himself was dressed in the form of an ascetic and wandered around in the forest, those who encountered him would ask him, who are you? Even the Rakshasas would ask, who are you? You look like a prince or a king, but you are dressed as an ascetic. They would ask. That history repeating itself, it is a hereditary. The children are also dressed the exact same way, but with all the signs of Kshatriyas in them, royalty is seen upon their form in the various limbs of their body. Imau Muni Parthiva Lakshananvitau Kushilavau, this Lava and Kusha. Chaiva Maha Tapasvinau, great tapasvis even in this age itself. Without that tapashakti, will they be able to narrate this Ramayana so beautifully to us? Adake tapashakti vanumallaya. Maha tapasvinau are narrating a story, and what is that story now? Mama pitad bhutikaram prachakshate. Mama pitad bhutikaram prachakshate. The song that they are singing is going to be conducive to even my own well-being. If by listening to this Ramayana, even I will be benefited. I mean, Rama is saying, Rama himself is declaring, Mahanubhavam Charitam Nibodata. Adanala, listen to this wondrous story. The great Mahanubhavas declare, the wise ones declare, that this listening to Ramayana is going to bring good to all people, including Rama. Abdina. Ena balo Vishnu pravardhatam, balam Vishnu pravardhatam abdin. Valmiki himself says with absolute confidence, he says this Ramayana is going to give strength to Vishnu. Vishnu is not weak. Vishnu doesn't need vitamins. Yeah, Vishnu vitamins thevayana. Vishnu does not need extra strength, additional strength. Vaishnavam, Vaishnavi Shakti nu irukku bhakti dane. Adhan balam. Balam Vishnoho pravardhatam. Vishnu's balam. Abdina enna artham. What is Vishnu's strength? Abdina the bhakti that is in our hearts, the jnana that is in our hearts is the strength of the Lord. That will increase. In us, His strength will increase. His strength to Him will not increase. In us, His strength will increase. His strength will increase. Now, what does it mean? His presence will be felt. Bhagavat Sanidhyam will be felt by us while listening to Srimad Ramayana. As we are listening to Ramayana, we will feel Him in our heart. We will feel Him with us. We will feel His presence. Abdingarada balam Vishnoho pravardhatam. Mama apidat bhutikaram. Bhagavan children, this is going to be of great help to me. This is going to be greatly conducive to my welfare. Abdina the Lord is declaring. What is the welfare of the Lord? Abdina, when all of us become devoted to Him, and as a result of that find a way to emancipate ourselves. That Bhagavan says is good for me. There are some parents, or a parent, mother and father are there, and they have children. What is good for them, Abdina? If the children are getting well educated, the children have good character, if the children are having good health, if all good, everybody is praising their children, Abdina, the parents feel, I am also happy. Father will feel, I am happy. Mother will feel, I am happy. On the other hand, if they are getting all the praise themselves, they have good health, they have everything, but the children do not have anything, they will not consider it as their something that is good for them. Or even if I have to suffer, if my children are all right, then that is the good, the greatest good that can come to me. A parent would end up thinking, is it not? Bhagavan is the Jagat Pita. Bhagavan is the father of the entire universe. What will make him happy now? Everybody praises Bhagavan, you are great, Bhagavan, you are great, Bhagavan, you are great. No, praising Bhagavan is not so important to him. What is important? His children finding the way back to him is more important to him. When all the people of this world find their path back to him and know that he alone is the goal of life, and as a result of understanding that are on the path of emancipating themselves and attaining moksha, that is what is giving greatest joy to Bhagavan. Mamapi bhutikaram, what does it mean? Not that Rama will become wealthier, or Rama will become more famous, or Rama will become healthier. All of us will be benefited. And when we are benefited by listening to Ramayana, Rama is thereby benefited. Adanala children, kelungo, ellarum kelungoppa. Nibodata, listen to it with a concentrated mind, because when you listen to it, you will be benefited. When you are benefited, I am benefited. Mama pitadbhutikaram prachakshate mahanubhavam charitam nibodata. When the great ones declare that the story is good for even me, therefore all of you listen carefully. Abdin Tatastutau Rama vacha prachoditau Agayatam margavidana sampada Sachapi Rama Parishadgata Shanaihi Babhushaya Sattamana Bhavuva. Thereafter, inspired by the words of Rama, because when Rama said this, the children were even more enthused. Rama Vachaf Prachoditau. They were encouraged by the words of Rama, so they started singing with even more of their heart into it, heart and soul into it. They started to Agayatam, they sang it. How did they sing it? Marga Vidana Sampada. Marga or a style of singing. In Music, there is supposed to be two styles of singing, Marga and Desi. Deshin or style, Margan or style. What we know now is called the Deshi style. The Marganga style is the style in which the Gandharvas would sing, it seems. Gandharvam. It has got another name. Gandharva Vidya. Gandharva Vidya, they refer to this style of music, which is the Marga style of music. And great rishis like Bharata Muni, who wrote Natya Shastra and so on, says that this particular Marga style leads to moksha. Not the Deshi style. The Marga style can lead us to moksha. What that particular style is, we do not know. Ana Marga style or style. In the style of Padinadallam, Sanskrit generally, whatever was in those days composed in Sanskrit were sung in Marga style, and the other Prakrit languages were sung in the Deshi style. In the Marga style of Padinadabhatra was leading to straight away to the truth. It is said that it was revealed by Brahma in the presence of Shiva. In the Marga style. That is what all the Gandharvas sing. Everybody knows that. But that is the style in which Lava and Kusha also sang the beautiful song. Ramayanam actually starts with this. It's a very good introduction. Now Ramayana starts. How does Ramayana start? With the 5th Sarga. And with the description of the city of Ayodhya and the greatness of Ayodhya. The Ramayanam starts. Sarva purvamiyam yesham asit krishna vasundhara prajapatimupadaya nripanam jayashalinam. Right in the beginning, all this land belonged to Manu. And from there, several kings started to come in the lineage of Ikshvaku by Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, his son Ikshvaku, and so on. Adila, in this family, Ikshvaku nam idam tesham rajnyam vamshe mahatmanam mahat utpannamakyanam Ramayanam iti shrutam. In this family, based upon the life story of one particular person in this family, this Ramayanam came into existence. We will now sing it. Tadidam vartayishyami sarvam nikilamaditaha dharma kamartha sahitam shrotavyam anusuyaya. This Ramayanam we will now sing. Valmiki is writing this. Valmiki says vartayishyami. I will now narrate. He is saying in first person, his person singular. Ishyami. Vartayishyami. In Sanskrit, it is not the two boys saying it. It is Valmiki Muni saying, now I will elaborate upon this story called Ramayanam, which pertains to the royal lineage of the Ikshvaku Vamsham. Enga ஆரம்பிக்கிறது கோசலோ நாம முதித ஸ்பீதோ ஜனபதோ மகான் நிவிஷ்ட சரயூ தீரே பிரபூத தனதான்யவான் அப்படின்னு ஆரம்பிக்கிறது. Story is this. Once upon a time, long ago, there was a kingdom called Kosala. Koshalo nama. There is, by the name of Kosala, there was a kingdom. And how was it? Mudita, Spita, Janapado Mahan. It was a very happy kingdom, a very prosperous kingdom. Mahan Janapadaha, but a great kingdom. Where was it? In the banks of the Sarayu river, this kingdom was situated. The kingdom. Next thing, Ayodhya Nama Nagari Tatrasin Loka Vishruta. Tatrasin Loka Vishruta. There in that kingdom of Kosala was a city called Ayodhya. Ayodhya Nama Nagari. City called Ayodhya. That was the capital of that kingdom. Manuna Manavendrena Yapuri Nirmita Swayam. This Ayodhya was established Sakshat by Manu himself. Manu who is the Lord of all men, Manavendra, the Lord of all men, he himself established this particular city called Ayodhya. From that time onwards, the city has been existing. Ayodhya, unconquerable. Ayodhya means that which cannot be conquered by anybody. Really speaking, Ayodhya is Atma da Ayodhya. Atma is called Ayodhya. Vaikunta is what is called Ayodhya. Vaikunta yarun jaichite kadayada. Nobody has ever conquered Vaikunta. Vaikunta is otherwise called Ayodhya. Atma, the Hridayam, is Ayodhya. அந்த அயோத்தியாவில் இந்த அயோத்தியாவோட டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் கொடுக்குறா. ஹவு லாங் இட் வாஸ், ஹவு வைட் இட் வாஸ், ஹவு பிக் இட் வாஸ் அப்படிங்கலாம் சொல்கிறா. 12 யோஜனாஸ் இன் லெங்த், 3 யோஜனாஸ் இன் பிரெத் அப்படின்னு அந்த டைமென்ஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஆல் கிவன் ஃபார் இட். எப்படி இருக்குது அப்படின்னா, ராஜமார்கேன மகதா சுவிபக்தேன சோபிதா அப்படின்னா வெரி பியூட்டிஃபுல்லி டெக்கரேட்டட் ராயல் பாத்ஸ் ஆர் தேர். The great principal highway that is their main street leading into the main highway leading into Ayodhya. Very beautiful city. And ruling over that city was a king. Tam tu Raja Dasharato Maharashtra Vivardhanaha Purim Avasayamasa Divam Devapatiryatha. This kingdom called Kosala, with Ayodhya as its capital, was ruled over by a king called Dasharatha, who ruled over it even as Indra ruled over Indraloka. Divam Devapatiryatha, அந்த மாதிரி is ruling. அப்போ ஒரு டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் எப்படி இருக்கு அயோத்தியா அப்படின்னா, with beautiful arches everywhere, adding beauty to it. அங்கங்க மார்க்கெட் பிளேசஸ் அப்படின்னா lot of prosperity அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Lot of produce is there, therefore marketplaces have to be established everywhere. Sarva yantra yudavatim, anganga it is very well protected. It has lots of yantra machineries. Lot of machines are there everywhere, and as well as weapons are there at critical junctures, critical places to keep the city safe and protected. முதல்ல வெப்பன்ஸ் எல்லாம் சொல்றா. சதாக்னி அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. சதாக்னி அப்படின்னு ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் மிசைல், லாங் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் மிசைல் போர்டு. அந்த மிசைல்ஸ் எல்லாம் they're all positioned in key places to protect this city. அப்போ தான் வந்து once this protection has been taken care of, then we can go in and enjoy everything that is inside. அது இல்லைன்னா அப்புறம் ஒன்றும் இருக்காது உள்ள இல்லையா. What is first necessary for a royal city? Fortification is first necessary. Once it is well fortified, then people can start living their normal happy lives. அதனால ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சதாக்னி அதெல்லாம் இருக்குன்னு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் fortifications were discussed. Now going inside, what is it அப்படின்னா, அங்கங்கே பியூட்டிஃபுல் gardens everywhere. உத்தியான ஆம்ரவனோபேதாம் அப்படின்னா உத்தியானங்கள், லாட் ஆஃப் கார்டன்ஸ், லாட் ஆஃப் மேங்கோ க்ரோவ்ஸ், மேங்கோ ஆர்ச்சர்ட்ஸ் எவ்ரிவேர். ஆம்ரவனம். சாலமேகலாம், ஷாலா ட்ரீஸ், சால் ட்ரீஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவா. அந்த ஷாலா ட்ரீஸ் எவ்ரிவேர், அது டிம்பருக்காக. ஏன்னா those trees are used for timber. Fruit trees are there, these functional timber related trees are also there. Beautiful gardens everywhere. Fort with great deep moat எல்லாம் இருக்குங்க. Abounding in all forms of livestock that are useful for a city of that nature. என்ன இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, வாஜி வாரண சம்பூர்ணாம், horses and elephants, கோபிஹி cows, உஷ்ட்ரைஹி camels, கரைஹி mules, donkeys, அதெல்லாமும் எல்லாம் இருக்குங்க. இந்திரனுடைய அமராவதி மாதிரி, resembling Indra's Amaravati in its prosperity. Anganga groups of men and women wandering around happily with so much security is there. They are walking around. Houses are all bedecked with jewels and gemstones studded everywhere. No space was left unutilized. Everything was beautifully laid out. Empty, gaaliya irundha ashingama. That doesn't mean everywhere there were houses. Doesn't mean everything was houses. There will be gardens here and there. There will be houses. There will be marketplaces. All the space was beautifully utilized. Skilled archers were there. Policemen were there to make sure that no invasion of any sort happens. இப்படிலாம் இருக்கு. This is Ayodhya. In Ayodhya, Brahmanas are there, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas are there. All of them are performing their duties. They are living as per the dharma. People are prosperous, people are happy. For all this, the reason why all of this is happening is because இவ்வளவு நல்லா இருக்கிறதுக்கு காரணம் என்ன அப்படின்னா, தஸ்யாம் புரியாம் அயோத்தியாயாம் வேதவித் சர்வசங்கிரஹ தீர்க்கதர்ஷி மகாதேஜாஹ பௌரஜானபதப்ரியஹ இக்ஷ்வாகூனாம் அதிரதோ யஜ்வா தர்மரதோ வஷி महर्षि कल्पो राजर्षि त्रिषु लोकेषु विश्रुतः बलवान् निहिता मित्रो मित्रवान् विजितेन्द्रियः धनैश्च संग्रहैश्चान्यैः शक्रवै श्रवणोपमः यथा मनुर्महातेजा लोकस्य परिरक्षिता तथा दशरथो राजा Vasan Jagadapalayat. The reason why there was so much prosperity, safety, security, happiness in Ayodhya was because of the king who was ruling over Ayodhya at that point in time. The king was called Dasharatha. எப்படி இருந்தான்? How was Dasharatha? அப்படின்னா well versed in all the Vedas. Vedavit Sarvasangraha. Vedavit, he knew the Vedas well. Sarvasangraha, he had complete control over all the resources of all nature and type in Ayodhya. Dirgadarshi, a man of foresight, vision, far-sighted. சும்மா நேரோ ஃபோக்கஸ் இல்லை, நன்னா எல்லாம் தெரியறது, able to see the pros and cons of every single action or a decision that he is going to take. He is well aware of thatங்கிறதுனால தீர்கதர்ஷி மகாதேஜாஹா, very powerful, very valorous. பௌரஜானபதப்பிரியஹா, ஆனால் the valor and control over resources did not come by being a cruel dictator. பௌரஜானபதப்பிரியஹா, all the citizens, the subjects of Ayodhya loved him very much. Ikshwakunam Atirata, he was a great warrior in the Ikshwaku clan. Yajva, he was devoted to performing yajnas all the time. Yajva, he would perform all the Vedic ritual sacrifices that were enjoined upon kings for the well-being and welfare of the kingdom. Dharmarata, he was very attached to dharma. Always he was mindful of observing, following his duties, his dharma. Vashi, in full control over himself as well as his kingdom, as well as over his subjects, as well as over his finances, as well as over his army. Ellathillayum controlled. Vashi, Tanakum Vashi, self-controlled also. Maharshi Kalpo, Rajarshi, Maharshi Kalpahana, equal to a Maharshi. He was equal to the Rishis, but Rajarishi at the same time. Maharshi அப்படின்னா rishis who have given up everything and gone into the forest. Rajarishi அப்படின்னா the one who is still abiding in the kingdom, ruling at the same time living like a rishi. அப்படின்னா Rajarishi ன்னு பேர். Maharshi Kalpo, Rajarishi, he equal to a Maharshi and a Rajarishi because of the nature of his lifestyle and his life. Loke, Trishu Lokeshu Vishrutaha, famous not only in this world, in all the three worlds he was famous. Later on we are going to find out how Indra befriends Dasharatha because he needs Dasharatha's help. Appo when Indra calls him to fight against the Asuras, Devasura Samagat in the Sangraham, when the Devas and Asuras are fighting, Devas are at a disadvantage, those seek Dasharatha's help. Appo Dasharatha becomes famous both in Devalokam as well as in the Patala Lokas from where the Asuras come. ஏன்னா அவளோ ஐயோ தசரதா வந்துட்டான் அப்படிம்பாளோ இல்லையோ. இங்கே பூமியிலையும் இஸ் ஃபேமஸ். இங்கே ஏன் ஃபேமஸ்னா நம்ம ராஜா அங்கே போனார் அப்படின்னு இங்கே ஃபேமஸ். ஆன் தி எர்த் இஸ் ஃபேமஸ் பிகாஸ் திஸ் கிங் வென்ட் டு ஹெவன் டு ஃபைட் இன் ஃபேவர் ஆஃப் தேவாஸ் அப்படின்னு. இன் ஹெவன் இஸ் ஃபேமஸ் பிகாஸ் இஸ் சச் அ பவர்ஃபுல் ஹீரோ, ஹி கேம் அண்ட் சேவ்ட் அஸ் அப்படின்னு. இன் தி பாதாள லோகா ஆல்சோ இஸ் ஃபேமஸ் பிகாஸ் யூயோ தசரதா அப்படின்னு தே ஆர் ட்ரெம்பிளிங். அப்போ த்ரிஷு லோகேஷு விஸ்ருதா இஸ் நோன் இன் ஆல் த த்ரீ வேர்ல்ட்ஸ். பலவான் அப்படின்னா very strong, possessing all strength. அதனால நிஹிதா அமித்ரஹா, he kills all his enemies, vanquisher, subduer of all his enemies. He did not have any enemies because Dasharatha they are already surrendering to him. அதனால நிஹிதா அமித்ரஹா மித்ரவான் அடுத்த வார்த்தை போதான். What is மித்ரவான் அப்படின்னா very friendly அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Why, what did he do now? நிஹிதா அமித்ரஹா அப்படின்னா he destroyed his enemies. There are two ways in which you can destroy your enemy. How now? One, you can kill them. Other, you befriend them. You make them friends. Nihita mitraha அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு மித்ரவான் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். அதான் ராமரும் பண்றார். That is what Rama also does. What does he do? He goes around making friends தான். Where did he learn it from? அப்பாட்டேன்னு கத்துட்டு இருக்காரு போட்டுருக்கு. Maybe he learned it from his father. State craft எல்லாம் இருக்குது. ராம குணமே அப்படித்தான். Rama's nature itself is like that, but still தசரதருக்கும் சொல்றாரு இங்க, even in the beginning for Dasharatha, மித்ரவான், one who was capable of making friendships. ஏன்னா அதுவே ஒரு பெரிய ஆர்ட், ஹவு டு மேக் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப். அதை விட ஒரு பிகர் ஆர்ட் இருக்குது, சஸ்டெய்னிங் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப்ஸ். யூ கேன் ஈஸிலி மேக் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் தென் பிரேக். வாட் இஸ் த யூஸ் ஆஃப் தட்? ஆனால் the friends that you have made, if you have got to sustain them அப்படின்னா you have got to behave in such a way that they continue to be friendly towards you இல்லையா? அதனால மித்ரவான் அப்படின்னு. விஜிதேந்திரியா, he had conquered over his own senses. தனைஷ்ச சங்கிரஹைச்சான்யைஹ சக்ர Vaishravanopamaha, in his wealth and all the other resources, other accumulated possessions that he had, he was equal to Indra or equal to Kubera in all of that. Ibadiya in the Dasharatha was ruling. Yata manur mahateja lokasya parirakshita, just as Manu protected the world in the same manner, tata Dasharato Raja vasan jagadapalayan, in the same manner he also lived looking after the worlds. அப்படின்னு இந்த தசரதனுடைய கதை. தேன சத்யாபிசந்தேன திரிவர்கமனு திஷ்டிதா பாலிதா சா புரி ஸ்ரேஷ்டா இந்திரேணேவா அமராவதி. Just as Indra protected Amaravati, like that, ever attached to Satya and Dharma, without swerving from the path of truth and righteousness, he was protecting this kingdom, just as Indra was protecting Amaravati. Since the king was like this, அப்படின்னா ராஜா யதா ராஜா ததா பிரஜா அப்படின்னு there is a saying. As is the king, so are the subjects, the citizens of that kingdom. So how were the people? Tasmin puravare hrishta dharmatmano bahushrutāha narastushta danai svaisvair alubdha satyavadinaha. In that excellent city, Puravare அப்படிங்கிற excellent city la Naraha, all the people there, Hrishtaha, were very happy. Yen Dharmatmanaha, ellam Dharmatmas, they were all Dharmatmas, they were virtuous people. Bahushrutaha, well learned, they were all educated people, widely learned. Svaisvai Danai Tushtaha, they were happy with whatever they had. They had never coveted anything. Alubdaha, they were not greedy, they were not coveting the wealth of others. Everybody was happy with what they had. Each one had enough. And with what was there, they were happy with that. Abdiya, they were all in Satyavadinaha, they were also devoted to the truth. They were also speaking the truth. Ange, na alpasan nichaya kaschid asi tasmin purottame kutumbiyo hyasiddhartho agavascha dhanadanyavan. Tasmin Purottame, in that great city, there was nobody living. Asiddhartha, there was nobody who had not earned or had enough wealth. There was nobody that did not have enough wealth. Everybody had adequate wealth. There was nobody who was not dharmic. Everybody was dharmic. There was nobody, no householder, not even one householder existed who was poor and said, I don't have a cow in the house, I don't have wealth in the house. Everybody had everything. Kami va na kadaryo va nrishamsaf purusha kvachit drashtum shakyam ayodhyayan na vidvan na cha nastikaha. Not one kami, not one man filled with desire could be found in all of Ayodhya. அயோத்தியா முழுக்க யாரும் கிடையாது அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு ராஜா எப்படி இருக்கணும்? சொல்றார், this is all. Later on we should not accuse Dasharatha, thinking, oh, Dasharatha was under the influence of his desire, besotted with his wife. No, he was always devoted only to dharma. People themselves are like that, then how will the king be? Adanale kami vana kadaryo, there was no miser around, miser anywhere. There was no lustful, desirous person anywhere. Then Rishamsaha, no cruel man anywhere in Ayodhya. It is not possible to see him. Drashtum shakyam ayodhyayam avidvan na shakyam na. It is not possible to see avidvan, a person who was not learned, not educated, or nastikaha, one who did not believe in the truth. There was no such person to be even found. Even if you went searching, you will not find a person like that. எல்லாரும் அப்படி இருக்கணும், எல்லாரும் அப்படி இருக்கணும். சர்வே நராஷ்சனாரியஸ்ச தர்மசீலாஸ் சுசம்யதாகா udita shila vrittabhyam maharshayaiva malaha. Each and every single man and woman in Ayodhya, dharmashilaha susamyataha, they were all devoted to dharma, they were all with fully self-control. Shila vrittabhyam, they had good character, they were all prospering. Eppadi na maharshayaiva, they were like rishis in purity. அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. அவனா ரிஷிகள் மாதிரி இருந்தா, இவர் ஆல் லைக் ரிஷிஸ் அப்படின்னா எல்லாம் காஷாய வஸ்திரம் போட்டுண்டு, தேர் ஆல் லிவிங் எஸ் மங்க்ஸ், சன்யாசிஸ் போல் இருப்பா, எல்லாம் நத்திங் இருந்தாளானா இல்லை, நாட் லைக் தட். நா குண்டலி நா மகுட்டி நா ஸ்ரக்வி நா அல்பபோகவான் நா மிருஷ்டோ நானுலிப்தாங்கோ நா சுகந்தஸ்ச வித்யதே. அப்போ they were not sannyasis. Then how were they அப்படின்னா, not one man was without ear ornaments, not one man or woman was without kundalam in his ears. அவ்வளோ வெல்த் இருக்கு, என்ன பண்ணுறது, காதில் மாட்டின்னு நான் குண்டலின்னா குண்டலம் இல்லாமல் இருக்கவா யாரும் கிடையாது. இந்த மகுட்டி, எவ்ரி ஒன் ஹேட் சம் ஹெட் ட்ரெஸ், மகுட்டம், எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு கார்னட் இருக்கும், ஒரு சர்க்குலட், ஒரு கார்னட், ஒரு டர்பன், சம்திங் இஸ் தேர் இன் தியர் ஹெட்ஸ். எல்லாருக்கும் தலையில் ஒரு லேடிஸ்னா ஒரு சூடாமணி, இந்த மாதிரி எவ்ரிபடி ஹேட் சம் ஆர்னமெண்ட் ஃபார் த ஹெட் ஆல்சோ. Na Sragvi, there was nobody who was without a garland. Na Sragvi, na Asragvi, na Sragna garland. Everyone had a garland. Avla poor kam. So much fresh flowers are there, you know what to do. They're making garlands for everybody. Everybody is wandering around with garlands. Na Alpabo Agavane, nobody was without any. There was no deficiency of any kind of worldly enjoyment in Ayodhya. Everybody had full access to all enjoyments. They were all very happy. Na Mrishta, there was not one person who was unclean. Na Nuliptangaka, Na Sugandhascha Vidyate, none of them were unclean. They were all taken bath. Every day they will take bath. Naradhaledu. Na Nuliptangaha, they will anoint their bodies with nice oil, moisturizing creams. நானும் லிப்தாங்கான மாய்ஸ்சரைசிங் க்ரீம்ஸ் உடம்புக்கு எண்ணெய் தட வேண்டும். அதை விட என்னன்னா அசுகந்தஸ்சன்னா அப்படின்னா நாட் ஒன் ஆஃப் தெம் வாஸ் ஸ்டிங்கிங் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். தேவர் ஆல் வேரிங் பர்ஃப்யூம்ஸ், எல்லாரும் சுகந்தம் போட்டுன்னு இருக்காளாம். அப்படின்னா என்ன சுகந்தம், என்ன சுகந்தம்னா one way to look at it is the wealthy, prosperity, everybody had some scent or the other to put on their bodies. ஆனால் எது சுகந்தம், உள்ள இருக்கிற தர்மசீலம் தான் சுகந்தம். The real beautiful fragrance is that of character. அதனால் that is there in them. அதுவும் இருக்கு அவகிட்ட. External wealth is also there, internal wealth is also there. In this manner everybody was living very happily. Na amrishta boji, na data, na apyananga danishkadrik, na hastabarno vabi drishyate napyanatmavan. அழகான இதை காம்பினேஷன்ல போடுறார் வால்மீகி. Amrishta Boji, there was nobody who had to eat less because there was not enough food. Yo சாப்பாடே இல்லையே, என்ன பண்றது, poor, it's okay, you also have, it is enough for me, யாரும் சொல்லலையா. What they wanted to eat they ate, as much as they wanted to eat they ate. நிறைய சாப்பிட்டா நிறைய சாப்பிடலாம். Nadrishi, you cannot see in them. Adata, there was nobody who was not charitable. Everybody was ready to give, but there was nobody to take. Adam problem anga. There was nobody to take because everybody had enough. Nobody wanted anything, but there was enough people to give also. Everybody, there was not one person without bracelets for the upper arm or ornaments around the neck, chain, necklace, everybody had that. Hasta barano vapina, everybody had bangles or bracelets and things like that. At the same time, not one person was without self-control. Amrishta Boji ni சொன்னோம், இஷ்டம் வந்ததுக்கு சாப்பிடலாம், they can eat as much as they want அப்படின்னா. அப்போ கண்டதெல்லாம் கொட்டிக்கிறது இல்லையா. எவ்ரிபடி வாஸ் செல்ஃப் கண்ட்ரோல்டு. போர் இனஃப். வை இனஃப்? இனஃப் நாட் பிகாஸ் தேர் இஸ் நாட் இனஃப் ஃபார் எவ்ரிபடி, இனஃப் பிகாஸ் this much is enough for me. அது செல்ஃப் கண்ட்ரோல். that's the difference between the two. ஏன்னா poor man is also only eating this much, yogi is also only eating this much. What is the difference between the two அப்படின்னா, poor man has no choice, yogi willfully with choice says enough for me. அதான் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இங்கே. அப்போ இங்கே என்ன சொல்கிறா அப்படின்னா, நான் அப்படி அனாத்மவான், not one person was without any self-control, who was not established in dharma and in tapasya அப்படின்னு சொல்றா. இங்கே நிறுத்திக்கலாம். we will stop here. You may get a question, is it possible for an entire city to be like this? எல்லாரும் இருப்பாளா? Is it possible? அப்படின்னா does it seem like an exaggeration? அப்படின்னா not so. Look at our own country here in Australia. If you go into certain country towns, I remember once going through, we were driving to Adelaide. On the way we passed through a country town and we stopped there and had a bit of a break, coffee or something break. And we were talking to some of the local people there. Nobody locks their cars. In that particular town, nobody locks their cars at all. It's been so far about 40 years since they know of அப்படிங்கிறோம். And where did we come from? At that time, we were living in St. Kilda East, which is sort of close to the inner city. You know what people used to do there? Not only will they lock their car, they will also put a little bar on the steering wheel. ஒரு ஸ்டியரிங் வீலில் ஒரு பார் ஒன்று போடணும், நம்ம திரும்ப முடியாது. nobody should drive the car away அப்படின்னு ஒரு பாரை போட்டு லாக் பண்ணிட்டு வரணும். And as we are passing through somewhere near Ararat or somewhere, this little town where they're saying we don't lock, nobody locks our car, we know everybody. Everybody has enough. Everybody has enough wealth. In those days, again, I remember once going on a picnic with this good friends of ours, Australian couple. My wife and I and these four of us, we went to the picnic in Daylesford, near Daylesford. We had carried our food, we sat and ate all of that. Then we had just come from India to Australia. There was a picnic basket. So we had finished everything, so put everything back. There was, how you have these nice tables everywhere. So on the table, we had kept this basket. And this friend of ours said, if we walk down the path, down, there's a little forested track. If we walk down, there is a creek, which is a natural spring. So the water tastes like spring water with that fizzes and everything. A very nice thing. We can go fill up our bottles. We can have a drink of water there. Let us go down. Daylesford is famous for these springs, natural springs. Let's go. So I thought, okay, let's put the basket back into the car and let's go. Naturally, you're out somewhere in the middle of nowhere like a picnic spot. The basket with all your plastic boxes, a flask in which we had brought our coffee or tea, and things like that, odds and ends with a picnic basket. Okay, I'll put it back into the car. And then this man said, no, it's okay. That's fine. We don't need to put it back. It can stay here. I said, but we are going down. In all my innocence, coming from India. India, you are warned all the time. When you are in railway station, always keep an eye on the bag. If possible, hold the bag. Train when we are going in the train, we'll keep the bag as the pillow. Not for comfort, for safety. Not for our safety, bag safety. Aga bag talamatle vechinu rathrilam thoonga mudiyadhu theriyuma. We will not be able to, they will be drilled into be careful. Rathri edhu eduthu poduvom. Otherwise somebody will come and take our bag and go away. Illaya? From that background of the bag going away, fresh from that background I have come, and here is this picnic basket, and he says, let's just leave it here. I could not, restrain myself. But what if somebody takes it away? I asked, but what if somebody takes it away? And he said, if somebody takes it away, then he said, the man replied, if somebody takes it away, then I would think he needs it more than me. Let him have it. If somebody needs it, that means he needs, if he is willing enough to come and steal my stuff, that means he needs it more than I do. We don't even take somebody else's parking spot. That's where he usually parks. Why? Prosperity. We have enough. Because we have enough, nobody is going to come and take this away. First of all, nobody is going to come unless he is from India like me. Nobody is going, hey, basket, they will not take the basket and go. Hey, basket, somebody has left it here, he'll come back. They will walk away. They will not go and take it away. Why will they not take it? They have enough in their own homes. Plenty and prosperity, if it is. That is why our Vedas, Shastramo, enna solradunna samriddhi அப்படினு சொல்றது. Shanti samridam amritam அப்படினு சொல்றது. Samriddhi na prosperity. Prosperity is also Mahalakshmi nu சொல்றோம். தாயாரோட ஸ்வரூபம்னு சொல்றோம். We say it is also Mahalakshmi ஸ்வரூபம். Why prosperity அப்படினா? Mahajnanis are there. For them, even if they are in poverty, they will not have any asuya, any jealousy, any envy, any greed in them. Adu ஞானி nude. Common man எடுத்துண்டா. If he doesn't have something and he sees somebody else have it, he will say, I don't have. Natural. Prosperity is there, nobody will feel that. But you will not unnecessarily concentrate on all these things. You will be ready. You want, here, take. Gunam will also come into us. I am not saying hoard wealth for this. But naturally, if it comes to us, the wealth is prosperity, peace and prosperity. We always say Shanti Samriddhi, peace and prosperity. Vedame cholradhu Shanti Samriddhi Amritam. அந்த சமிருத்தி அப்படிங்கிறதுமே ஒரு பகவத் கட்டாட்சம் தான். When a country has enough, there is law and order. When a country has enough, the amount of dishonesty is reduced. The one thing everybody keeps complaining about India, bribery. Everybody takes bribes. Nothing happens without bribes. Whereas in these countries there is no bribe. ஏன் bribe இல்லை? அங்கே மினிமம் வேஜ் கிடையாது. A fellow earning pittance, how is he going to make his living? அப்படின்னு அவங்க கேட்குறான். இங்கே since they are assured of their wealth, they don't have to. இங்கே if they were not, they will ask bribes here also. See, one is greed, the other is necessity. Greed is something different. Even if I have, I'll be greedy for more. That is a different category altogether. But necessity sometimes becomes a thing. அதுக்கு தான் இங்கே இவ்வளோ தூரம் starting our Ramayana, we start with this prosperity in mind first. Valmiki starts with this prosperity first. Rajya Lakshmi, he first introduces. Why? அப்படின்னா when this kingdom is prosperous, naturally people are dharmatmas. அதர்மம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அவசியம் இல்லையா அவளுக்கு? நான் அல்பபோகின்னு சொன்னேன். Everybody had enough enjoyment. So why will he go and do something that is illegal or illicit? He had all legal access to his enjoyment. So why would he do it illegally? No, அப்படின்னா தானே when prohibition அப்படின்னா எல்லாம் they are trying to bootleg. When do you break the law? When the law doesn't allow you to do what you like, it'll. When the law allows you to do everything that you like within limits அப்படின்னா you don't need to break that law. அப்போ நீ பிரேக் பண்ண மாட்டேன். அந்த மாதிரியா ப்ராஸ்பெரிட்டி இன் அ வே என்ஷோர்ஸ், இன் காமன் மாசஸ் இட் என்ஷோர்ஸ் தர்மா. தனிப்பட்ட வரைக்கும் யூ ஷுட் நாட் வெயிட் டு பி ப்ராஸ்பரஸ் பிஃபோர் யூ சே ஐ வில் பி தார்மிக் ஆஃப்டர் ஐ கெட் வெல்த்தா அப்படின்னு சொல்லப்படாது. Until then I will cheat, I will rob, I will do everything. Then when I become wealthy, I will become dharmic. அது வரவே வராது. I am not saying that you have got to wait for wealth to come before dharma. In the Purushartha, dharma comes first, artha comes after. Artha means wealth. Dharma, artha. Aparna artha. Artha dharma illa. But at the same time, when it comes to a kingdom, a society, in a society, there is law and order. When there is prosperity, when there is enough for everybody, there is also law and order. That is why we did not think that here Valmiki is exaggerating. Everybody is Dharmatma. Everybody is in our own, these kind of countries, in some, I'm not talking about the cities, etc. But in more of a country towns and so on, you will find this kind of a spirit still existing. Nala, we need not dismiss it as an exaggeration. We will stop here for today and continue tomorrow. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kachit dukha bhag bhavet. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Sai Ishwararpanamastu. Janaki Kanta Smaranam. Jai Jai Ram Ram. Anjaneya Swami Ki Jai.